wanted to do. It was just a matter of finding the time and the path to accomplish the goal of making my first jump.
Toshiba and Intel sponsor Space, exploring greatness.
Hey, behind me is NASA's famous mission control here in Houston, Texas. Tonight, tomorrow and Sunday, the astronauts of the International Space Station will be sharing their lives with us as never before. Welcome to Astronauts Living in Space. Good evening. Right now, astronauts orbiting the planet aboard the largest spacecraft ever built, the International Space Station. Behind me is the Nerve Center Mission Control. Cannot quite believe we're here. It's so exciting. I'm sure, like you, I've grown up watching this very room on television, so it's an absolute privilege. NASA have given us incredible access as to what they do here and on the ISS. On Sunday, they'll be taking us on a live lap of the planet. But before we actually hear and see the astronauts themselves, where exactly are they? Well, here we go. We start in the heart of London, central London, with Big Ben, which is 315 feet above the ground. And then we zoom up to aeroplane cruising altitude, which is 6 miles above the ground. There we go. 30,000 feet, there or thereabouts. And zooming right up now, space jumper Felix Baumgartner leapt off the platform. There he goes. 24 miles. And then space tourism will take people 70 miles above the Earth when it happens as well. But leaving all that behind, dwarfing all of that, is the International Space Station at 250 miles above the planet, and that is where they are. There we go, 250 miles above the planet. You see it now, right now it's orbiting 17,500 miles an hour, 7 times faster than the speeding bullet, or to put it in UK perspective, Land's End to John O'Groats in just 2 minutes. But what is it like to live on board? Well, the astronauts have been filming their lives especially for us. And the result, the first ever fly-in-the-wall documentary from space. How they eat, how they sleep, how they spacewalk, whilst also trying to ensure the future of humanity. So this is the story of their mission in their own words.
I am Koichi Wakata from Japan. I've been an astronaut with the Japanese Space Agency for 22 years. Life on board is a bit like camping, really. We don't have running water, so we cannot have showers, which I really miss. But you have to get used to it because we're up here for 6 months. I really enjoy this moment when this warm towel touches my face. It's so refreshing.
I'm Rick Mastracchio, originally from Connecticut. It was 9 years from the time of my first astronaut application until I was selected as an astronaut. Now I am on my 4th mission to the space station, which I helped to build. Saturday morning breakfast. Some coffee, a muffin top, and some oatmeal. Get it prepared.
I'm Mike Hopkins, also known as Hopper. I worked as a flight test engineer in the Air Force before being selected by NASA. But this is my first time in space, so I'm the rookie around here.
All right, hot water in my coffee, hot water in my oatmeal. Shake it up. The oatmeal is very lumpy, so you really have to mix it. This is the International Space Station, our home away from home. It's the size of a football field. It includes science labs, sleeping quarters, even a gym. All powered by giant solar panels.
Being the new boy on the station, it took me a while to get used to microgravity. You know, at first I didn't know what was up and what was down. But after a few days, you realize it just doesn't matter.
And this is the really cool thing about floating. You can move from one end to the other pretty quick. Now we're entering the U.S. segment.
This is the cupola, my favorite place on the whole station. I often come up here to enjoy this very special window on the world. The view out of here is just breathtaking. The Earth is so beautiful. The view over a home planet during the daytime gives me a completely different impression from the view at night. Oftentimes you see the vast blue ocean in front of your eyes. I really feel that this is a planet of water. Flying over Sahara Desert, you can see how strongly the winds are blowing, looking at the streaks of sand dunes.
And I have some good news, bad news. Which one do you want to hear first?
Bad news. Of course, that one first.
That way we can end happy.
Okay.
Find out what the day has in store when we have our morning conference call with Mission Control. Every minute of our day is controlled by the folks back on the ground. From the moment we get up, to how long we spend on each task, to what time we eat, even what time we go to bed.
Okay, that's a great good news. Thank you very much.
We share the space station with 3 Russians, although we don't see much of them because they've got their own jobs to do.
Houston, Council, Munich, Sukhova, Moskva. Good morning and we're ready for DPC. Houston, over to you, please.
People are always asking us, what do you guys actually do up there? Well, basically, the ISS is a giant laboratory orbiting above the Earth, and our job is to carry out science experiments in zero gravity.
Changes are related to the food warmer troubleshooting tests that we already discussed, and we don't have any other topics from Houston this morning. All right, you gentlemen have a great morning, and I will pass you over to Carol in Huntsville.
Yeah, thank you. I'll go to step 1.6.
We're conducting up to 300 experiments on this mission. Some of them can seem pretty strange, even to us.
All right, so here we have Mike opening up his own Ants in Space package. Okay, I'm ready to release the ants from their nesting area. So here we go.
But the folks back at Mission Control assure us it's all important stuff.
1A is open. The ants have begun. You can see some of the ants floating around. It's pretty funny. And they're off. Some of them look a little confused. When they fall off of the structure and they kind of float around, you can see them flailing a little bit. The guys in the second group seem to be a little more cautious. This first group must have had a little something extra in their food.
we have to put in 2 hours a day of exercise on these special machines. Otherwise, our bones and muscles will waste away, and we won't be able to walk when we get back to Earth. This is the most painful part of the day, and there's no getting around it. No pain, no gain.
Time here on the International Space Station. So right on the package here, it tells us what we need to do. This is 100 milliliters of hot water. Most of our space food is dehydrated or irradiated. I know it looks weird, but it's actually pretty good. You can see in 5 or 10 minutes, that's going to be some delicious strawberries.
Zero G is very convenient.
We eat pretty well up here, but I still miss my wife's home cooking. You know, I was just talking to my wife. I said, so what are you doing? She says, oh, I can't tell you because you told me not to tell you. I said, what are you doing, eating pizza? And she said, no. I said, what are you doing? She said, I'm making sauce and pasta and meatballs. And I said, well, show me. So she brought the camera over to me. She showed me the big pot of sauce. And I said, oh, smells good.
Let me know this is so good. Dinner is over, and I've got just enough time for one more look at the Earth before I go to bed. The night view comes every 90 minutes. The city lights spread on the Earth's surface are really symbolic, showing how strong the power of our technology is, and at the same time, how huge the energy consumption by human society is. I can definitely feel the power of the nature and a sense of awe towards it.
Toshiba and Intel sponsor Space, exploring greatness.
This is Jane. She's just driven away from a Tesco petrol station without paying for all her fuel. Look how happy she is. That's because she's not going to jail. She's not going to jail because she got money off her tank of fuel just by shopping at Tesco. And the more she shops, the more she saves. Do your shopping, scan your Club card, save up to 20p a litre. Club Card Fuel Save. Tesco. Every little helps.
Sometimes during the day, you want to refresh your breath. Try CB12 Boost Chewing Gum, a convenient way to help prevent bad breath. CB12 Boost, a pleasant, long-lasting taste experience. Rinse with CB12 for safe breath for 12 hours and combine with CB12 Boost for extra freshness convenience.
Xbox One and Titanfall for $399.99.
Kermit! Yes, Piggy? Where is my Subway sub? Right away. Here you go. Oh, hey, who are you trying to fool? You are not my sub. Now shoot. Excuse me.
Here you go, Miss Piggy. Here's your 6-inch chicken avocado sub, just the way you like it.
You're green and you're so scrumptious. Avocado.
See Disney's Muppets Most Wanted in cinemas from March 28th.
Save money on your car insurance and feel epic. You are so money supermarket.
Sometimes we don't get the service we deserve. Well, PlusNet say it's time to make a stand. Come on! You're the customer, and if I'm not mistaken, the customer should come first. You're with me! So join PlusNet Broadband. Their award-winning customer support is right here in the UK and available 24/7. PlusNet will do you proud.
Stay in the know with the new Seat Ibiza Toca, featuring touchscreen portable system. All from only £9,995, including sat-nav, Bluetooth and alloy wheels. Don't miss out. Seat.
On 3D and Blu-ray, experience the creation of a groundbreaking masterpiece.
I can't breathe.
With nearly 3 hours of extras, own the movie that has won 6 BAFTA awards and is nominated for 10 Academy Awards.
Let's go home.
Gravity on 3D and Blu-ray now.
Channel 4 is proud to present another chance to see the biggest selling stand-up comedian of all time.
2 things you always say to taxi drivers when you get in. Been busy. What time you answer? See? That's a joke, man.
Peter Kay, live at the Bolton Albert Halls next Wednesday at 9 on 4.
Toshiba and Intel sponsor Space. Exploring greatness.
Welcome back to Mission Control here in Mission Control here in Houston. We've been finding out what life is like aboard the International Space Station for astronauts Rick, Koichi and Mike. I hope you find it fascinating. I think it's extraordinary. We'll hear more from them in a moment. I know you're asking what time it is in space. It's GMT, so right now we think it should be about 9:16, same time as at home. But first, let's gravitate over to our expert, who's going to be with us for all 3 programmes, a member of a very exclusive club, only one of a handful of people to have been to space, veteran of 2 space shuttle missions and 4 spacewalks, New York's very own astronaut, Mike Massimino. Hello, Mike.
Dermot, hello. Thank you for having me.
So good to have you with us.
Oh, my pleasure.
Listen, I know that we've been hanging out for the last couple of days and I've been bombarding you with questions. I'm going to apologise in advance. I'm going to be bombarding you with so many more over the next couple of days, all right? But firstly, I guess, what makes a good astronaut? What makes an astronaut?
Well, when I was a little guy growing up dreaming about becoming an astronaut in the late 60s and 70s, astronauts were primarily military test pilots. And now what you'll find is that it's a variety of backgrounds, a variety of people. When I first came to the Johnson Space Center to work after grad school, I started meeting the astronauts. And the thing that impressed me is that not only were they bright and hardworking, but they're really good people, present company excluded. But they're just really good people you'd want to hang around with inside of a small volume in space and become like a family.
So has that evolved? Because when I was growing up, I just thought, well, they're all fighter pilots. Or,
yeah.
You know.
It has, as the job changed from being more of a pilot of a test pilot of a ship to now where you're living in space, you're performing spacewalks, working the robot arm, doing different things that it needed a variety of backgrounds.
And like I said, you're part of this exclusive club. What is it like to be in space, to exist in space?
It is I think, the coolest thing people can do. I was not disappointed. It wasn't like, oh, I'm in space. It, right? Geez, all that hard work wasn't worth it. No, I recommend it very highly. It exceeded any expectation I could have. And it's great work. You're working with great people. And the view of our planet, getting a chance to see our planet, how beautiful it is, from that vantage point is just extraordinary.
And that's what we're here for. That's what we're going to be doing on Sunday. Live Lap of the Planet, you're going to be with us. Would you do it again? Would you go up again?
I would. Would you come with me?
In a heartbeat.
You know, there we go. Let's do it together.
All right, back to the space station. The astronauts are up there for 6 months, but every 6 weeks an unmanned space rocket, supply rocket, pays them a visit.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on.
Big excitement today. The groceries are out of their way. But as we're orbiting 250 miles above the Earth, there's only one way for them to get here. It's capture day here on board the International Space Station. The orbital Cygnus 1 vehicle is less than 1 kilometer away from us. Mike and Koichi are up in the cupola right now, and they've got eyes on the vehicle. Should be an exciting day. We're looking forward to this vehicle delivering food as well as new science.
What's the VD mode still showing? Approach 23 meters. All checks.
We get a special delivery like this about every 6 weeks.
All looks good.
Okay, this is a great shot. I got to give you this shot going over Patagonia. Okay, stand corrected. That was the vehicle going over the Alps.
Nice shot. Oh. Beautiful. Just simply beautiful.
It's approaching from 30 meters down to 10 meters at this point. Once it gets to 10 meters, Mike will reach out with the robotic arm and grapple it.
Station Houston on 2. You are go for Cygnus capture sequence. Step 4 in 1.110. The approach and monitoring and
Verify USGNC, CMGTA, and the attitude hold no descent.
Okay, I see CMGTA, attitude hold, no DSAT.
Roger that. 2.5 liters.
Confirm. And Houston, station on 2, we have a successful capture of the Orbital 1 Gordon Fullerton vehicle.
outstanding. Nice work, guys.
Great job. Next, you're the man.
So there you have it. This is much of our food, clothes, spare parts, and science for the next 6 weeks.
Once Cygnus is docked, it usually takes 2 hours to open the hatch. But today, it's taking even longer because we're having problems getting the hatch open.
Hello, hey buddy. Oh, it works.
And then you pass through the hatch opening and put the stowage latch, loosen the knob, slide to engage, tighten the knob. Hey!
All right.
Woohoo! Koichi!
Now the supply ship is here, and it's time to get our hands on all the goodies inside.
This is some special cargo from the ground folks. I think this is some stuff that our wives may have contributed to, and some of our friends who work for Orbital and other folks. So this is a little bit of a special gift. So we're opening it here for the first time. We're pretty excited about it.
Yeah, we have no idea what's inside.
But we're hoping.
We'll see.
Oh, wow. Oh, look at that. Tortillas. The real tortillas.
Look at that. Real tortillas.
Oh my goodness, prosciutto. That's okay. Oh yeah,
more
sausage. Oh yeah.
This is Koichi's bag.
How could it be possible? We all eat. All of us will eat.
Oh my goodness gracious. The greatest hot dog relish in the history of man. Oh my gosh, my wife did tell me about this. This is gonna be good. We're gonna eat like kings this week.
Fresh tortillas. It's gotta be so good. Just like you remember it?
Well, it's not on the hot dog, but it's still darn good.
Very good. Wow. Life is good. We're in space. Pretty darn good food from home.
So I just finished eating and I have to enter in what I ate because the ground folks like to keep track of it. Keep track of our calories,
how much salt we're getting, how much protein, things like that. They track us closely on everything. When we lift weights, we have to keep track of how much weight we lift, how many reps we do. When we run on the treadmill or when computers are recording our heart rate, when we turn on lights, when we turn on the toilets. I learned on my first mission there are no secrets in space. We got video cameras in just about all the modules. So it's basically like being in a big fishbowl. The ground knows everything about us up here, which is not that big a deal, but it's something to keep in mind when you need a little privacy. One place we can get a little private time is in our little cocoons, our sleep stations. So you can see this is the starboard crew quarter, and basically there is no up and down in space. So there's a one on the starboard wall. There's a crew quarter on the ceiling. Another crew quarter on the port wall. And then the fourth one located on the floor, if you will, or on the deck. This is actually my crew quarters.
And when you open the door, you can get in there. It's, you know, it's a little taller than my height, so it's very comfortable. And you can see there's a sleeping bag here, which is very comfortable. The sleeping bag is fixed to the wall so that I don't float away or kick anything.
Fortunately for me, I'm actually a little too tall for this crew quarter, so I actually have to stretch my sleeping bag out at an angle so that I don't have my head up against the ceiling. But once you're sleeping, you really don't know what angle you're at in space here, so it's quite comfortable. My back wall, I've got my family portraits, my family pictures. Of course, got a bag of water in case I get thirsty at night. It's a great place to just come in here and unwind and relax. And when it's time to go to sleep, we simply close the doors and see you in the morning. About once a week, and on special occasions, we get phone calls from our families, and we actually have video back and forth with them. So I'm waiting for that to happen right now.
Houston copies, SSD 15. We will dial that one, and space to ground 4 has already been privatized.
Sorry, we can't hear you.
Hello.
Oh, there you are. Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Is you today? Your thumb's in the way. Okay, yeah, I see you. I see you better now. Okay, was my thumb beautiful?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
So what are you eating, Steffi?
The buffet at the Japanese embassy. Look. Loads of sushi.
Can you see me? I'm upside down. Hey, remember me?
Are you gonna get on and go, hey, Ryan?
I'll say hello.
Kisses.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, hey, Ryan, I love you.
I'm very proud of you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We have emails, we have internet access, but this telephone is really nice to have psychological support to be able to talk with my family and friends. I met my wife Steffi, who's German, 23 years ago in Japan. Our son Akio was born in Houston. We've had to get used to living apart for long periods of time.
Of course, with him being gone a lot, I kind of took on the role of single parent over long periods of times. It does put a strain on family life in the sense of you develop your own pace and you live your own life without the other.
I might not be at home, but there's one thing I'm determined to keep on top of. Akio, どうだい? 元気? おしゅうこ昨日休みだったんだろ?
来週あるんだろ、来週は補習校。
いや、昨日なんかサンクスギビングで休んだよ。
いや、そうだよ。だから来週あるんだろ。じゃあちゃんと山本先生に教えてもらわないと秋よ。ちゃんとやってる宿題。OK。じゃあね、気をつけてね。頑張れよ秋よ、勉強。はい。じゃあね、マウジー。
Toshiba and Intel sponsor Space, exploring greatness.
Inner steel is what drives a player to be his best. Every hit makes him stronger, and his colors make him play even harder. Steel on the inside, your passion on the outside. Show the world what you're made of. The limited edition Football Razor.
Bring home the sci-fi event of the year.
You will be the one to save mankind.
Open fire now!
Ender's Game. Buy it now.
Hi, we're Graze.com, and we're reinventing snacking. To swap your snacks, come and see us at Graze.com. Snacking reinvented.
Ever had a moment when you realise just how much you care about the things you own?
Right, where shall we start?
At More Than, we've introduced a new way to buy home insurance. We start by asking you how much you want to pay, and together we'll help build the perfect cover for your home.
Thank you for talking me through everything.
Happy to help.
More Than, where you mean more.
Book a 12-night Mediterranean cruise from Southampton from $699 and receive £120 of M&S vouchers per cabin. P&O Cruises. Time for you.
Sometimes, you just have to believe you can make it. It was the same when I quit smoking. Nicorette Quick Mist took the edge off the craving so I could finally quit. And now I've done that, I feel I can do anything.
Nicorette Quick Mist is an instant release spray for fast craving relief. Nicorette, do something incredible.
Let's do the illogical. Like less fuel in for more miles out.
The big BT broadband sale is in town with our lowest ever price for all new broadband customers. You can get BT broadband at the BT sale price of £5 a month for the first 6 months, then £10 a month. Plus, you can enjoy free BT Sport, which you can watch online or on the Sky Digital satellite platform. So get BT broadband with free BT Sport for £5 a month for the first 6 months. Don't miss out. The big BT broadband sale ends on the 13th of March. Call us today on 0800 222 444.
Meet the boss. By day, he brews impossibly smooth beer. By night, he builds impossibly supported braziers. By day, complex recipe. By night, complex embroidery. By day, glasses. By night, cups. He's the boss. And he never sleeps because he's living the dream. Cobra, it's smooth.
With unrivaled access to 3 of the world's richest people.
5 bars, 15 hotel rooms, a restaurant. It's a pretty sizable project.
We see what someone who already has everything spends their money on.
Are we still on track to land on the moon by 2015?
How to be a billionaire, tomorrow at 10 on 4.
Toshiba and Intel sponsor Space, exploring greatness.
Thanksgiving, November 28th. Big day for us Americans, and we've invited the Russians over to join our celebration dinner. It's not hard to find. There's a nice river or a lake right next to this house. It's a very distinctive lake.
Yeah.
No. You've seen Australia?
It's
just
to be invited to this house. No?
the absolutely flat red thing with a huge amount of salted crazy lakes and nothing else. It's like the most boring territory. Even Africa is more interesting.
Africa looks like Mars to me.
That's true.
Scuba station on Space Ground 2 for the LTL pump. The inspection portion is complete.
So what we have here is a series of vaccine experiments. These devices basically allow us to mix the different fluids together so that we can test different variations of vaccines. And by turning this handle, this crank handle on this device, I'm actually mixing two fluids together and it activates the experiment. It's Thanksgiving evening. The holiday today was not too bad. It was a work day for us, but when you don't have enough to do, you actually start thinking about being home with your family on the holidays, but it wasn't too bad today, so I'm looking forward to talking in a few minutes.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. What are you guys doing?
We're eating apple pie, pumpkin pie.
I've been married to my wife Candy for a long time now, and we have 3 grown-up kids. It's great to be able to talk to family and friends, even if they sometimes ask you crazy questions.
Where's the space station?
Where's the space station?
That's a
pretty
question.
good one.
Yeah, where's the space station?
I'm in the space station. What do you mean, where's the space station? I'm in it.
I'm north of you.
We spend about 75% of our time over the Pacific Ocean, it seems. So that's what usually what I say if I don't know.
We're looking at ISS Spotter.
To tell you where we are?
Yeah. You're off the coast of the Philippines, it looks like, Rick. In the Pacific Ocean.
Over the Pacific Ocean. Over the Pacific Ocean. I'm right again.
Gosh, he'll be embarrassed if I say this, but before he left, it was our anniversary. He came out and he says, well, you know, I'm not going to be here for our anniversary. I bought you something. And I was like, wow, okay. And he brought this out, and I haven't taken it off, basically. But what it says was, I'll travel around the earth 1,000 times to get back to you. And so it made me cry because he doesn't normally say stuff like that.
You want me to talk about my emotions?
You don't have any emotions, but if you have any, let's talk about them.
It is Thanksgiving evening, and all of my guests have left for the day. So when everybody leaves, Rick and I usually talk, and we talk about the day, and we spend some time together, and he helps me with the dishes. Definitely miss him. I wish he was here with me.
Today's Saturday, and Saturday is a cleaning day on the space station. One of the most important tasks we have to do up here is clean and maintain the space station. You have to be willing to do every job up here, even fixing the toilet, because there's no one else to do it.
that's all there is to it. Bathroom's ready to go.
Houston Station on 2, we see a warning on the cluster warning panel. We're looking at PCS.
We copy, we're taking a look, and we'll keep you posted.
It's December 11th. We just got word from Mission Control that a valve in one of the station's coolant pumps has failed. We lost about half of our cooling capability, which means we've had to shut down many of the experiments we have on board while the folks on the ground try to fix it remotely. Now, if that doesn't work, Mike and I will have to go out and do a spacewalk to replace the 800-pound pump package.
Okay, thank you.
We're really hoping that the ground team can fix this because a spacewalk, we call them EVAs, is one of the most dangerous things we can do up here.
Go ahead.
The temperature messages that you're seeing are expected.
It's December 14th. It's Saturday morning. We just woke up, and our game plan has changed. All our Saturday morning vacuuming and cleaning has been replaced with preparing our spacesuits for an EVA.
Ground team couldn't fix the pump, so Rick and I will have to go out and replace it. Rick's an old hand at this, but I've never done a spacewalk before. I've trained long and hard, but this will be my first time. So I'm excited, but understandably nervous.
Even though it's really dangerous, a spacewalk is the high point for every astronaut. I would have loved to go out, but it's my job to stay inside and operate the robotic arm from the lab. So I've still got a big job to do.
You're enjoying this. It's so fascinating. You see how fluid they have to be. Mike, we just heard spacewalk's obviously very dangerous, but apart from the obvious, why is it? What is it?
Well, you're now leaving your what you think is a safe spaceship and going into your own personal spaceship. And I remember my first spacewalk, they close the hatch on you. You've got a hatch outside, you get inside the airlock, they close the inner hatch and that's closed. And then I remember looking at the hatch in front of me that led to the vacuum, and I realized that in a couple minutes they were going to open that up and we were going to go out there into the vacuum of space.
I feel nervous you just say
that. I'm glad I didn't talk about this with anybody, but we never went outside. No, I'm not going. But in a couple minutes, I realized I was going to go out there, and the only thing that was going to keep me alive was my spacesuit, my own little spaceship.
This must be built with such tough stuff, these spacesuits.
There is. It's multi-layers. There's a layer of Kevlar in there, but it also has to be flexible so you can do your work. So it's a mix of strength and keeping you alive, but also allowing you to do your work.
So you've done 4.
I've done 4.
So talk us through the experience.
It is an incredible experience. We talked earlier about the view out the window. When you get out in your own spacesuit, and now at the Hubble altitude where I was, you can see the curvature of the Earth, and you can look anywhere you want through your helmet. And when I first got out, stuck my head out the hatch, my adult supervision, the experienced spacewalker Jim Newman was looking down at me with a big smile on his face.
That's like your buddy, yeah?
My buddy. You always go out in twos, go out alone, you always stick together. And I remember seeing him smiling at me like, hey, check this out. And behind him was Africa. And despite what those jokers said, Africa looked beautiful to me from space. I was like, oh, wow, I'm going to get distracted.
Right.
It was only really later, one of my later spacewalks, where I really looked. And what I thought was, Dermot, was if you were in heaven, this would be the view. If you were in heaven, this would be the view. But, and then another thought replaced it, it's more beautiful than that. This is what heaven must look like.
Let's have a look at how the guys get on.
Today's the big day. It's a few days before Christmas, and we're about to go out on our first spacewalk. I have no idea what it's going to be like out there, but it helps to know that our wives will be watching us at Mission Control.
I woke up this morning and I had a little bit of butterflies in my stomach. I don't know, ask me in about 5 minutes when he's going out the door. Although, you know, I did make sure he promised me he's going to attach himself as soon as he gets out. That was...
Ricky's going out to do his job, and yes, because this is his 7th spacewalk. And he's my husband, he's their dad. It's, you know, he's a regular person, just like everybody else. And he just has a really cool job.
Okay, guys, when you're ready, we have a go for egress. So, Hopper, we see that the hatch thermal cover is already open, and you have a go for crew lock egress.
You're clear to come out. Coming out.
There's Mike's feet.
We need to inch our way around the space station to get to the faulty pump and replace it with a spare.
20 centimeters. Copy. 20 centimeters. Here.
And you can't feel anything either because you're kind of floating in your suit. There's micrometeoroids can hit your suit at any given time. Constantly making sure that you don't bump into something or break something. You're constantly looking at your partner to make sure he's okay. It's a constant mental game.
Yeah, Rick, it looks like you're taking the correct action on that flap. It's just not staying. You have a go to use a red as needed to tie that back.
You know, there's a pit in my stomach. I can't say that there isn't. There's a pit in my stomach. And although I have a lot of confidence in Rick and his abilities, I still was, you know, concerned about him.
I think my feet will warm up now if this sounds up.
I mean, there's just no other way to put it. It's dangerous stuff.
Came off for so small. It's going to be hard for us to detect them visually on our suit.
As well, we'll just kind of do it once over there.
Yeah, it work. T-bar is tucked in. Ingress 8, I should say, is tucked in. So,
This is the most scary thing I've ever done. Because when you're outside, you feel vulnerable.
Stand by.
There's this amazing ball of emotions that's just churning in your gut. It's the excitement, it's the nervousness.
Copy, Hopper.
Okay. All right, Rick, am I clear with you?
Okay, perfect, Hopper. You have a go to disconnect your SCU.
You know, I just pray that they're okay. You know, just pray that they're okay.
You complete. This is Armis. The brake is on.
Copy.
Yeah, there's definitely a sense of relief. Rick and I have just finished our 2nd spacewalk.
Okay, nice work, Queechy.
We've been out 13 hours in total. Good news is that we successfully replaced the pump. We're exhausted, both mentally and physically, but safe and sound. And while we're out there, I even got to take a few selfies.
Toshiba and Intel sponsor Space, exploring greatness.
This is a setup. I'm not hijacking this plane. I'm trying to save it. Non-stop.
Oh, heads up. It's good, but it's not quite Carling.
Carling, refreshingly perfect.
How do you find a good tradesman? How do you find a good painter? How do you find a good builder? How do you find a good carpenter? RatedPeople.com can help. With a network of more than 25,000 tradesmen across the UK, Rated People helps you take care of your most important asset, your home. So the next time you're looking for a tradesman, make sure they're rated. RatedPeople.com for quality local tradesmen.
With a new current account switch guarantee, switching bank accounts is quick and hassle-free.
Visit simplerworld.co.uk.
You'll love how easy we make it to get those hard-to-get tickets for magical nights out. Just part of the rock and roll service we deliver daily. American Express.
At Esso, we've developed a specially formulated fuel. A fuel designed to give you apples.
Esso. Fill up your club card when you fill up your tank.
Dreams might start small, but ambition can take them anywhere. HSBC's new ISAs could help you achieve yours.
Some things can get in the way of your time together, like erectile dysfunction. Or like having to go more frequently or urgently, symptoms of BPH. Ignoring it isn't the answer. Talk to your doctor. Help is available. You'll be glad you got it out of the way.
Ever had a moment when you realise just how much you care about the things you own?
Right, where shall we start?
At More Than, we've introduced a new way to buy home insurance. We start by asking you how much you want to pay, and together we'll help build the perfect cover for your home.
Thank you for talking me through everything.
Happy to help.
More Than, where you mean more.
When it's raining cats and dogs. When there are leaves on the line. When it's the wrong kind of snow. When there are 4 seasons in just one day. Quattro, the legendary all-wheel drive system from Audi. Available across the range.
Let's just make the trade. Give us Ace and you can have him.
That wasn't the deal. What happened? They took Coulson. You were killed. Now you're here. We want to know how.
Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. returns Friday at 8 on 4.
Toshiba and Intel sponsor Space. Exploring greatness.
All right, taking out the trash. Basically, the trash takes itself out once you get it going in the right direction. My wife would be proud of me. This is not a job I like to do at home, but it doesn't require much effort up here. This bag also contains our dirty laundry. Since we can't wash anything up here, we have to wear our clothes far longer than you do on the ground. Okay, well, we'll pack that away in Cygnus, and then once Cygnus leaves, all our trash will go with it. Please take a look at the griddle.
It's the end of January, and soon I'll be getting ready to leave. I came up here last September, 6 weeks before Rick and Koichi, so my time is nearly up. It's going to be good to see my wife Julie and the boys, Ryan and Lucas.
We are exactly 6 weeks away from when Mike will be landing here back in Houston. Not that I'm counting. Starting to become real that he's going to be home soon. So I'm pretty excited about that. I can't believe it's almost here.
Before launch, I coached them in lacrosse and hockey.
Can you see?
Yep, sure can. Where's Lucas playing, though? I can't tell.
He's center. He's racing down ice right now.
Fortunately, we have a video link, so I've been able to keep track of their games and be there in spirit, if not in person.
Oh, no.
That's all right. Keep fighting back.
And it was really fun because my son got to take a penalty shot and actually scored, so that was fun for Mike to see. It was really exciting for him. So he feels a little bit more connected to the kids because I know it's hard. I know he misses that stuff a lot.
Pass it over. Oh.
Copy, understand, and well, give us a shot when you guys are done step 1, and I'll hold on our go for step 2. You bet. Roger that.
It's February 18th. After weeks of packing it to the gills with trash, it's time to say goodbye to Cygnus. There's a robotic car moving back. Cygnus is now a free flyer. It's on its own.
Before we are.
19 meters, 20 meters.
Now that's taking out the trash. When Cygnus re-enters the atmosphere, it will burn up, and our dirty laundry and food trash will turn to vapors and a bright spectacle. Could be a beautiful sight.
Although Mike will be heading home soon, Rick and I still have a little while to go. But I've been gone so long, one family member has trouble recognizing me.
So, you want to visit Wally real quick?
Yeah, how's he doing?
Let's go upstairs and say hello to Wally.
Hi, Wally.
Look who's here.
Hello, Wally.
Open the gate.
Hello, Wally. Wally Genki.
Wally.
Oh, did you put some, like, a rock, a stone, you know, in his cage?
Yeah, for one thing, you trade with them.
Kind of nice decoration. Wally, you like it? Wally?
I've been up here nearly 6 months in this incredible outpost, but it's finally time to punch off and go home. I can't thank the guys enough for getting me through my first time in space. I've learned so much, and I will really miss them and our times together. Only a deorbit burn and a bumpy ride through the atmosphere before I get home to Mother Earth. See you on the other side.
All right, that was Monday, and I'm glad and a touch relieved to say that Mike has since landed safely in Kazakhstan, and if he's fully adjusted to the Earth's atmosphere, you know, gravity and everything, will be here with us on Sunday evening when we do our live lap of the planet. But joining us now for the first time, direct from the International Space Station, it's our guides and astronauts Rick and Koichi. Hey guys, how are we both doing?
Hello, Dermot. Hello from the International Space Station.
Listen, thanks so much for sharing your lives with us over the last few months. We know you guys are back in May, but when you return to Earth, what will you miss most about being up in space?
What I'm going to miss up here will be this floating sensation and also this wonderful view of the Earth. It's so beautiful.
What about you, Rick?
Yeah, that's easy. I agree with Koichi. We have these incredible views out the windows. But the other thing I'm going to miss about being up here is sleeping. It is incredibly comfortable to sleep in a zero-G environment.
I think your wife's going to be very happy to hear that.
Yes, I know.
And how has it changed the way you see our planet? How has it changed the way you view our planet?
We're so lucky to have this wonderful home. And it is so precious, and I really feel that we would like to protect this home for our future generations.
Sure. Rick?
Yeah, it's hard to imagine some of the things that I have done up here, some of the things that we have seen out the window. It's hard to imagine that those experiences are not going to change me in some way. we see incredible sights. We see the beautiful blue waters of the Caribbean. We see these incredible islands all over the world. We get these incredible light shows with the auroras. And, and then even just looking at the city lights at night as they go by us, it's incredible views. And some of the things that we have seen and some of the things that we have done up here, it's definitely going to affect me, and I'll have memories of these things for the rest of my life.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Obviously, we're going to see a lot more of you very soon. You've been real stars, only less dense and gaseous. So bye for now. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Dermot. We'll see you soon.
Cheers, guys. We'll be back. How exciting was that? We're going to be back with Rick and Koichi for a live Lap of the Planet on Sunday. But tomorrow night, we take a look at what happens when things get a little more serious with extraordinary footage with astronauts Houston. We have a problem. That's tomorrow, 9 o'clock on 4. Until then, from Mission Control Houston, good night.
See ya. Toshiba and Intel sponsor Space, exploring greatness.
From somewhere with no atmosphere to the restaurant where love is always in the air. First dates, next.
In Sochi tomorrow, Great Britain's curlers face two vital matches against the USA and China.
James Whitley and Ben Sneesby are in action alongside teammate Nick Brennan in the men's slalom.
And it's the semi-finals day in sledge hockey.
Join us here every morning on 4 for live coverage, followed by highlights every night.
The Paralympic Winter Games on 4.
Steve, I'm your inner man. Listen to me to get your share of New McCoy's Ultimate. Your friends are not friends, they're hyenas. You brought the bag to the table, you feed first. It's the way of the tiger.
New McCoy's Ultimate, twice flavored, richer taste. Get your share.
The wallpaper sticks to the wall. You never get rid of your shadow, and you'll never get rid of me. It's gonna be a wow wow week for my shadow and me.
Xbox One and Titanfall for $399.99.
Right now at Morrison's, British rump steaks, half price. Thick or thin, cut any way you like.
The pick of Market Street, only at Morrison's.
In the last 6 years, food prices have soared to near record levels.
Bread's gone up by almost a half. What's going on?
Jimmy Doherty investigates the global reasons for the cause of soaring food prices.
Is the cost of our weekly shop going to keep on rising?
Food prices, the shocking truth. Tuesday at 9 on 4.
Lap dancing their way around the world to pay for an MA. Meet the girls who treat